Format for this week, going for a 30-minute qualifying session and then a 50% feature race. As always, joining me tonight is Owen, aka FTR Asteroid. How are you,
Hello.
mate?
I'm alright, good. It's going to be an amazing race, to be honest. A lot of carnage, maybe. It's not going to fail to disappoint.
Yeah, well, it is Monaco as well, so hopefully we're guaranteed some action and not a procession, a boring race. Doesn't mean we're going to see drivers dive bombing each other with loads of contact. Hopefully they keep it clean.
Yeah, there's a very varied amount of racecraft within this F2 league. In terms of what people's...
Yeah. Does house 3 of our 5 tiers, the drivers that are entering into it, so the skill gap is apparent. Just try and get OAP Foxy into the lobby.
I can give him...
last driver, I think.
I can give him an invite. I think I've got him as a friend. Is FTR Enzo joining tonight? Yes, he is. He's in the Trident?
Trident, I think it is. I could be wrong. Please correct me in the chat if you know how to pronounce some of these F2 teams. If we get them wrong, just let us know.
Oh, WAP, oh, Foxy, invite. Where is his game attack? Is FTR Kyle not joining us tonight?
No, only 13 drivers, unfortunately, tonight.
To be honest, I'm not surprised. It's Monaco.
Yeah, we'll give him another minute, and then if he's not here, we'll go.
My God.
Yeah, I've asked the drivers to ready up.
It's going to be
So
fun.
if we can load in this 30-minute qualifying session around Monaco, could actually be more entertaining than the race in some ways. Who's going to get pole position? I believe it's 4 championship points for the driver that gets pole.
I'm very crackly. How can I change that? Maybe change my... Is that better? Not sure if I'm still crackly or not.
So we've got FC saying JLI for the win, lads. Early shout. It's good to see. We'll keep an eye on JLI, of course. Really unlucky in his tier 3 race on Saturday.
Man, my mic still isn't better.
It's not too bad coming through to me, but I can't hear the actual stream. As always, Lisa the Maltese is on comms duty as well. And Muggs has left the session.
Is that better? I'll give him an invite back.
I've done it.
Alright, Sam, mate. As we've got the first car coming out of the pits, I believe. And that is JLI coming out of the pits on the super soft tyres. Right, my mic's a lot better now.
Yeah, it still sounds the same for me.
Right, as a critical divide comes out of the pits on a set of soft tyres. And we've got FTR Top coming out of the pits on super soft tyres.
Yeah, I'm going to stay on board with the first driver out, which is JLI. Quite a bit of a gap to the next car. So, championship wise, I think Laz Callum still leading the championship from Mr. Bonotto. He did close the gap last week.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a one-way fight between Raz Callum and Mr. Bonotto now for the F2 championship. Unless something magical happens.
We've got quite a gap and obviously less points on offer now because of these changing formats. Yeah, JLI comes across the line, start his lap. Will he invalidate straight away? Hit the wall? No, he keeps it clean. So, up the hill.
I'm just on board with FTR Tom. I believe he's going onto his lap. I'm not sure why he invalidated it though. Hopefully it doesn't mess up this lap. He'll be gutted. Coming up to the straight now, DRS activate. And this lap will count, will he invalidate in the first corner? Very cautious. Doesn't hit the wall.
Tompa, of course, leading the, I was going to say leading the championship of Tier 3 then. It's not, is he?
But he's I think he's a contender of being able to get back up there.
Definitely a contender. Just manages to keep it at the wall there as he comes to the hairpin as JLI invalidates, and it was just as I went back to his car as well. So I don't even need to say anything, and it's a camera curse now.
Yep. As
stays out for another lap.
As FTR Enzo lets FTR Tompa by. FTR Enzo came out on the super soft tyres. Soon long gone teammate. See how him and Chappers fare up in this F2 race. Oh, as he invalidates on the chicane. Hopefully this won't impact his lap. It might because of how close it was.
So Tompa comes across the line, set the first time lap. It'll be a 124.8 on the super soft tyres. Who have we got next on track?
LMB sets a
Vortec.
LMB sets a 122.1 on soft tyres.
Interested. Vortec's back to cross the line on soft tyres, 24.8 going to P2.
FTR Enzo looks like he's struggling on those super soft tyres.
JLI's invalidated again. FTR Tom. It's 23.4, but it was invalidated. Enzo set to 22.7. Absolutely no idea if that's any good or not.
I'll have a look at that time from...
Look at the race director.
Sector 2, 40.4 Tompa done on his super soft lap. LMB done 38.6 on soft tyres.
Enzo's invalidated.
Oh, that's unreal.
Chappers. He's got a car in front of him. Will it get out of the way?
Mongs is on the
Critical
lap.
divide.
And critical divide on an out lap as well.
Yeah, he's got Chappers on a hot lap right behind him. Hopefully critical divide will move out the way after the tunnel.
Hope he just goes straight on.
Let's hope not. That would be a penalty as Chappers invalidates.
I think that was a bit of worrying about hitting critical divide there.
JLI on his third lap. Super soft tyres. Oh, no, sorry, he's on an out lap. No, I tell you what, he is on a hot lap.
It's at the 122.
Game's playing tricks on me.
Critical divides come across the line from an out lap, starting his flying lap. See what you can do. Doesn't invalidate on the first corner, but hits the wall.
Did he get any damage? Can't tell from this.
No, it doesn't look like. Oh yes, now he has
now. Definitely has now. So that's the first driver we've seen properly hit the wall. As Mr. Bonotto is on an out lap.
And Casper's on an out lap as well. As Raz Callum is coming out of the pits, I believe. No, that is Raz Callum actually out on an out lap. What am I saying?
Come board with Mogs 19 and in the second sector at the moment. Keeps it clean and tidy through the chicanes. I really need to learn these corner names for this weekend.
God, I couldn't remember them. I've got mine like a goldfish.
So, Mogs goes into P3 with a 23.157. Oh, probably loses the back end there.
LMB's got a very good big advantage being on the wheel and all. Being on the wheel is a very big advantage at a track like this.
Yeah, Bonotto is going to be the next one to start his flying lap. Yin Ling is on a wheel as well. He's on an out lap.
I never know, is Casper on a pad or a wheel?
Casper, I think, is on a wheel.
As he's just about to start his flying lap.
Moggs is on a wheel as well. Oh, Yin Ling's just cut that a little bit. It's invalidated his out lap.
As Raz Callum, not that far behind Casper, is on a flying lap as well. Hopefully they don't get hold each other up and mess up their flying laps.
Mr. Bonotto's purple in the first sector.
As we've got Vortex coming out on an out lap, who was, is going on a flying lap. Sorry, who was recently put down to tier 4, wasn't he?
He requested to go down there when we put the shout out to the current tiers. If they wanted to drop down, and he felt that he wanted to drop down.
I think he's got some decent pace on him, to be honest, in those F1 cars.
Yeah, a lot of people that come into the league find out that they're getting put in lower tiers and they automatically assume that it's the slowest tier that there is. It's not the case.
As we've got LMB on a flying... Oh wait, no, maybe not flying, maybe an in-lap. I'm not quite sure. As Mr. Bonotto...
Mr. Bonotto.
Yeah, you go ahead, mate.
21.6. Sorry.
It's alright.
I just flicked to him and it's purple, so...
There's critical divides and an out lap on super soft tyres.
Callum follows Bonotto just about a tenth behind on a 21.7. I think Casper might be the next one over the line. No, Yin Ling is invalidated. Enzo. Oh, catches the rear end on the wall. Barrier rather. DRS to the line. Just going to be a 24.2, puts him P8.
Very unlucky to hit the wall, his rear tyres against the wall there.
Casper looking fast.
FTR Tompla's on a lap as well in front of him. Is he going to hold him up? As he hits the wall.
Oh, Tompa just lagged against the wall there. Gets out of the way nicely. So Casper DRS to the line. Took it into the wall. 21.0.
Wow, what a lap.
And that is a very fast lap in an F2 car. Could he go quicker on the super soft tyres? Like?
The super soft tyres, people on the super soft tyres aren't looking too good, to be honest. Maybe this doesn't it give less grip, or do they wear out quicker? I'm not quite sure. Can't remember the last time I raced on super soft tyres. This critical divide is on. Oh, is invalidated. Is it invalidated this flying lap?
Yeah, I'm not really sure with the tyre situation. Yingling now on his 3rd lap, I believe. Oh, he's got damage. Where has he? That was weird.
JLI is on his flying lap on soft tyres. He hits the wall a bit. Be careful not to invalidate for the swimming pool section. Does that very smoothly.
Yeah, avoids the wall again. We'll keep it clean this time. Yeah, more cautious.
Got to be around this track. Any slight like distraction and yeah, on pad you're absolutely scuppered. As he
P5.
Oh, he already had me in P5 for him, so I don't know what happened there.
I think he just betted his time, but it didn't beat P4, so he stayed
right.
where he was.
Okay.
So he'll be happy about that if he doesn't bother coming out again on those super softs.
We've got
I can't help.
As we've got Yenling on 2 lap old softs and he's going up for another lap. Still hasn't set a time yet, I believe.
Yeah, coming to the hairpin now.
Mr. Bonotto's is out on an out lap on 1 lap old softs.
Very interesting. They must just be saving the super soft tyres for the end, surely.
Yeah, maybe. As we've got
Oh, he's cut it again.
Who was that?
Right, I was on board with Yingling and he cut the chicane again. Only just millimetres in it. FTR Tom, I think, is the car behind him.
He is on an out lap.
No, the other FTR Tom.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I meant Tompa. FTR Tompa's on an out lap.
Tom's about to cross the line. Moves up to P9, 23.4.
It's FTR Tompa invalidates on the out lap. Hopefully this won't make the next lap invalidated, because on the F2 cars it does. No, on the F2 cars, on the F1 cars, my god. As he's just lagged and went into the pits, but it was showing he's going to go onto a lap.
Yeah, really weird.
As we've got Rods Callum on an out lap on 2 lap old softs. And Mr. Bonotto's, I believe it's actually hit his rear tyre coming into the swimming pool section on the barrier. Very unlucky for him. He's stopping to get out of the way of FTR Tom.
He's got another car closing in on him as well. It's Callum, who he lets out the way. And Chopper's through now.
FTR Tom.
I think a lot of other drivers there would have just tried to get back to the pits straight away, or as he's doing now, just go for their lap. Right. He's let other drivers past, which is respectful.
Very. As FTR Tompa's in P12, it's only sitting at 124.8.
That divide just invalidates. Hitting the wall, which made him cut the corner.
As LMB
Go
is
for another.
spun. And hopefully Vortex isn't on a lap. And no he's not, so he's just going to stay behind LMB here on an outlap. I don't know if LMB's got damage or not. But Vortex is
I think he's trying to let Vortex past, and
I think he needs to stop. Well, actually no, not that close.
again, I improved his lap again.
And Yenling's on 5 lap old softs tyres.
Yeah, I think he's finally ran out of fuel.
As FTR Chapman is on 3 lap old softs and he's coming up to the line. I wonder what he's going to get. He is going to be setting at 122 flat, which puts him up to P4 and demotes LMB to P5.
Yeah, no, he's off.
As we've got FTR Tom on an outlap on 1 lap old super softs. As FTR Enzo, I believe he's going to want to go out on another lap. He's put fresh set of softs on, and so has FTR Tompa.
Callum, I noticed, has got super softs on in the pits. Electing to stay in at the moment.
Excuse me.
Ooh. FTR Tom just grazing the wall. Didn't look like he got any damage out.
As LMB is on an outlap on a fresh set of super softs, and FTR Tompa's on an outlap on a fresh set of softs. FTR Enzo hasn't moved quite a while now. I wonder what he's gonna be thinking in his garage. As JLI retires from the session,
It's a yellow flag.
I don't think that's from JLI, that looks like from somebody else. That looks like it's from Vortex. Yeah.
Maybe they've had a coming together.
Maybe.
Or JLI's just retired in the pits.
As we've got FTR Enzo behind FTR Tompa. Tompa on a lap and Enzo on an outlap.
Got Mr. Magusi tuning in. He's saying Binotto for pole.
I believe Casper's got this. I think Casper's got this one.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you there. 4 attempts clear at the moment. It's going to take something special from one of these other drivers. This top 4 currently still in the pits. LMB, 2.5 attempts up.
There's FTR Thomas coming across the
And
line.
invalidates.
Soft tyres and oh. As he only go. He just said. Oh, he's invalidated it. Oh.
Yeah, I think he just set that time and then invalidated again. I'm not 100% certain.
FTR Enzo is on a flying lap on soft tyres.
He ain't even come back out on the soft tyres again. It's just a practicing trick, or he knows something we don't.
Because I really don't know.
Callum gets out the way.
As Enzo almost loses it. So yeah, we just do the swimming pool section. Very smooth. Make sure not to invalidate. Very deep into that corner. S section, the chicane, make sure not to invalidate. Hits the wall a bit.
Yeah, DRS up to the line for FTR Enzo, which is going to be 23.9. Is a faster lap than he did previously.
Yep.
Keeps him where it is.
As we've got Mogg on an outlap on super soft tyres. And we've got Casper on an outlap on super soft tyres. He's
further around the lap.
Yep.
Also, LMB started the lap, but looks like he's backed off. So, Casper is invalidated his outlap. That doesn't matter. Keeps it clean.
Very cautious through this section. Very smooth. And he's up by his time by 0.008 seconds.
That's not much, is it? Considering the tyre difference. You'd have thought these tyres would be much faster. As LMB's gone into P2. 20 on 2. Didn't notice that.
As FTR Enzo's went into P6 with a 122.1.
Yeah, well spotted.
And FTR Trappers is in P5 now with a 1... Oh wait, no, he's already set that too. Casper set the purple second sector. As he invalidated.
Oh, he's invalidated it. Just tried to take too much.
FTR Tom is coming up to the line from an outlap. And let's see what he can do on the super softs.
Moggs is in the tunnel on a hot lap. I'll go back to Tom for this one.
As he hits the wall a bit. That really damaged his lap. Not sure if he's got wing damage. No, he hasn't.
So Moggs across the line. 22.0 P5. Right, Tom. He's down 2.5 temps to the first sector.
As there is somebody coming out of the pits, and I believe... Who is that? That is Raz Callum coming out of a fresh set of super soft tyres. FTR Tom saying in the general chat F2, he was so bad in F2. No mate, I think I think the F2 cars will be very. It's going to be very hard on a pad, being a pad user in F2 cars. So unless you disagree,
Mr. Binotto, we missed it. He took pole by 7 attempts.
my god.
Provisional pole, I might add, because Casper is on a lap. It's a little bit further up than he was last time.
I believe
Just tampering the tyres.
I believe the super soft, because everyone's setting better times when they're 2 laps old, so. As FTR Tom,
I have no idea what you just said because you cut out.
as FTR Tom has retired from the sessions, and Casper sets a purple second sector. Are the invalid?
Oh, he's done it again. Same place, exactly the same. Divide retires from the session as well. Has he crashed? Or just given up in the pits?
I think he's just given up in the pits, I believe.
Was Binotto held up there, or
I believe he's letting people by. Has got Raz Callum on a flying lap, yeah.
he thought about going for another lap there by the looks of it, but... Oh, hold on. Casper's a second up. That wouldn't have done him any favours though. It's all or nothing now.
Yenning goes P3, the 121.1.
But that's saying Casper's only 5,000 up. Right, 3 tenths up. It's not going to be enough.
It's just the same thing and it's not invalidated this time.
Let's pull something out now. This comes to a line that's going to be... It's pole. 20.0. Wow.
I've got to hand it to him. What a lap. Validated 3 times in a row, hasn't he?
Yeah, 3 times in a row it was. Oh, it's twice, so it's actually 3rd time lucky.
As Raz Callum is on another lap, I believe.
Chappers is purple in the 2nd sector. What can Chappers do?
He's looking very confident at that. I mean, he's very confident at this track now. Only good enough for
It's at
P3.
20.4. Still, it's close to Binotto's time, so he'll be pleased with that.
Is Yenling on pad or wheel?
He's on a wheel.
LMB's wheel, Raz Callum's pad. I believe everybody else is on a pad, aren't they?
Chappers is on a wheel.
No, I mean like below below LMB.
Moggs is on a wheel. I'm not 100% sure about the others.
This shows how much more of an advantage the wheel has, because there's more wheel. There's pretty much all of the wheel users at the top, and then the pad users at the bottom. Near the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, got Binotto is a pad.
Oh god,
player.
yeah. Yeah, but he's
He's
lethal.
on the front row.
Benotto's just lethal on the pad. Like, I've never seen anyone as fast as Benotto on a pad ever. swear it only hacks or something. If you have number 4 or 5, he's definitely a hacker.
I think Yiming didn't improve his lap there. And we'll stay P4.
One person that'll be very pleased with that will be FTR Chaplers out. FTR Chaplers in P3.
Yeah, great lap.
Looking very
One
promising.
of only 3 drivers to get into the 20s. And quite a spread of the teams as well, apart from the 2 Dams cars at the back. I guess we'll find out now whether I've remembered to put a formation lap on or not. Not the end of the world if there isn't one with these cars.
F2, I hate them. I absolutely hate them. I don't know how people drive them. I don't know how somebody can go from an F2 car to racing an F1 car in real life. I just think it'd be dreadful.
I think it's in real life. It's natural progression. You step up into a faster car, but perhaps for people playing the game, stepping down from a fast car to a slower car, some would argue that shows who the skilled drivers are, but I think it's just personal preference.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the drivers to ready up now.
As Callum is asking, no reversed grid.
It's not, it's a qualifying grid. And it's straight into the race by the looks of it. There are 5 red lights and away we go. Casper with a great start, but Bonotto with an even better one is into the lead. Chapper's holding P3. LMB and Callum side by side going up the hill.
As we've got JLI on the back of LMB here.
Vortak and Yin then side by side. Tompa's coming down.
Critical
Yin's outside.
Critical divide hits the back of FTR Tompa.
Yeah, see how it's all concertinaed up there then.
As oh, what's happening in my grid here? Everyone's everywhere.
Oh, Moggs and LMB in the tunnel. Vortak has just done the wildest dive into that corner ever. Fair play to him, he's letting them past. So easy to get caught up and stuff out. But respect for handing the positions back.
Yep.
LMB though again, in incidents on the first lap, he's into the pits, what a shame.
As we've got Raz Callum chasing after FTR Chapman in P3. The Drivers' Championship leader, I believe, isn't he?
Yes, Callum is leading the championship from Mr. Bonotto, who's already built up a 7/10 lead of Casper. He has actually closed in the last couple of corners. So Casper goes purple. Bonotto actually goes a little bit deep there. Is it going to give Casper the opportunity on the brakes? No.
FTR Enzo was on the back of Moggs. Moggs goes a bit deep there.
Yeah, on board with Yin Ling, who's just behind both of them. So they've got a great view of the battle as Enzo just clips the barrier inside right corner. Yin Ling will be thinking about making a move now into the chicane. He pulls out, has a look. thinks better of it, and rightly so as well.
As Raz Callum is pulling a gap from JLI, and Raz Callum is catching up to the back of FTR Chappers here. And there is a massive gap between Chappers and Casper. And Casper is gaining on to the back of Binotto, and FTR Tom gets a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. As DRS is enabled.
Oh, divide. Let's just hit the wall. As Tom's looking to come around outside instead, this is going to be a really ballsy move. Oh, he's gone straight into the wall. Oh.
As FTR Tom is all over the back of Vortex here. So I think he's going to try and make a move down into this little main street here. I don't know the names of the corners, so
yeah, don't know why, we'll get that all sorted for the weekend.
Vortex goes a bit wide, almost hits the wall here, and Yenling gets past FTR Enzo as Tompa hits the wall a bit.
As Enzo gets another penalty. Oh, Tompa, it's got to have been a warning. Two drivers with 3-second penalties at the moment, Tom and Enzo. Binotto, I'd say comfortably in the lead.
Tompa gets a 3-second time penalty as well. Commentator's curse.
I'd say the first two are comfortably in the lead. They've got a 3-second gap, 3.5-second gap to Chappers behind. He's got Callum closing in on him.
Chappers will be taking it very cautiously. I believe he's going to be looking out where he can push and where he can't push in terms of it. I know it's not an F1 car, but he'll be looking at the gist of the track a bit deeper, if you know what I mean. Ellen Bates at the fastest on for 122.2.
Yeah, and it's interesting he's took 5 seconds out of divide on that last lap alone since pitting, so...
As there's yellow flags, and that is Raz Callum. Wait.
Looks like JLI got past Callum. Most likely Callum made a mistake because he was on the back of Chappers. And he's now 5 seconds off. So I think Callum's just made an error and it's allowed JLI to get past, so JLI into P4.
Neither of them have got damage, so I don't think it was a collision.
Ian Ling's just got past Moggs as Divide picks up a 3-second penalty.
As Raz Callum almost loses that.
Oh, there's a crash. Vortex is around. Last corner. Can't tell if he's got any damage from that shot.
Yes, he does. He's got absolutely loads. His front left and right end plate is gone, I believe.
Promotes LMB into 11th. He'll no doubt catch Vortex as well and get himself up into the points.
Oh, as Yenling's round. That was at the hairpin.
What has happened? There's Binotto and Casper. They've changed positions as well.
And there Vortex gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting.
As Casper does exactly the same thing. And I think Binotto followed suit, but he just picked up a warning instead. I think Casper got Binotto on traction. I just flicked to it as they'd changed position. Oh, as Binotto's got a 3-second penalty as well now. So they're even Stevens again. Quite a few drivers picking up penalties.
As Yenling's got damage and he's going into the pits. see what tyres he puts on you. Can't see from
And where he comes out in relation to LMB as well, whose Vortex stayed out with the wing damage. He's got no front wing. Why has he stayed out?
What is he doing? As
Well, LMB gets past safely, but
FTR Chapels gets a 30-second time penalty as well. That'll suit JLI very nicely. He doesn't get a penalty, of course.
as Tomper gets a 3-second time penalty
I believe
for his efforts.
he's already had one, and now he's got 6 seconds.
Indeed he has. There's only 4 drivers now as we've got a yellow flag in sector 2.
That is the LMB round, and Vortex was ahead of him. I wonder if there was a collision there.
Vortex really needs to be coming into the pits, surely. Yeah, he's into the pits.
Thank God.
Doesn't look like LMB's got any wing damage. It's another yellow flag. That's just for the car going into the pits, I think.
As Casper's built a 2-second gap to Benotto, I believe. Almost a 3-second.
Oh, Casper's round! Oh.
And then that promotes Chaplers up to P2. Wow. That's critical divide. Gets another 3-second time penalty for corner cutting.
So, drivers making mistakes around this Monte Carlo circuit.
The Vortex gets another 3-second time penalty, I believe. Yes, he does. And he's round again.
Oh, Vortex is in the wall.
As he has been lapped by Raz Callum, and he's just... That looks like a deliberate spin in the wall.
So that's a deliberate.
Was that caught on stream?
Vortex will be it was caught on stream and he'll be leaving the league because of it. What a shame.
Yep, what a shame. Go for an F2 race as well. That is a... Oh, as Mr. Benotto's got a puncture.
Indeed, he has. Wow.
I've never seen that before.
Haven't seen that in a long time. Can pick up punctures off debris on the track. And Casper nearly overtakes the safety car there.
JLI comes out of the pits and he is in P4. Behind FTR Chaplers, he's on the faster compound tyre as well. As Vortex is saying, he swears down that was not deliberate.
Pretty hard to say that when we just saw it all on stream.
That
Why?
the F2 cars could be very slippery, but that did look like a deliberate crash.
Yeah, we'll look at it after the race again.
Yeah, because maybe after retiring an F2 car, they can be very slippy. So it could have just been a complete slip, but it didn't really look like it.
It wasn't just that, it stayed out with no front wing for about 3 laps.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, absolutely zero need for it. The car will not handle better when it's got no front wing, that's why they're on there.
As everyone's catching up to the safety car, I wonder how many laps this is going to be. And everyone was driving reasonably well as well.
Yeah, a few drivers were making mistakes, but you know, they weren't deliberately crashing into each other.
I'm glad. I'm hoping this goes on to Saturday and Sunday. Everyone's taking on the advice on keeping it clean, picking the battles sensibly. Do you know what I mean? Something that on a track like this especially should be taken into consideration.
Yeah, 100% agree with you. I mean, I'm not saying that we should all be boring and just follow each other around at every track. But
Yeah.
There has to be that level of respect there, the people you're racing against. And that's not to say there won't be any overtaking at Monaco. It is possible.
Yeah, very
Usually,
possible.
usually only possible when the driver in front of you makes a mistake, and you're able to capitalise on that. As Moggs has picked up a 3-second time penalty under the safety car.
There's Vortex saying he didn't mean to do anything wrong. He wasn't intentional.
But it just so happens the stewards for F2 are the commentators as well, so we will look at that one.
Yeah, that one will need to be discussed. I think that'll only be able to be us two, won't it? I think the rest of them's in the race.
Yeah, as the rest of the stewards are actually in the race, it'll just be me and yourself. Although we could get a couple of the new stewards involved.
To have a say on it.
To have a little say on it, yeah. They don't actually race in this tier as well, so they can be impartial in that sense. And of course it wouldn't be fair for someone participating in the race to be a steward. They could just decide to black flag everyone and then take the race for themselves. It's just not allowed. All has to be fair and unbiased as best we can. So the safety car is going to be waiting for the last two to critical device, not even in the session by the looks of it.
I will give him an invite back.
Tom's going to struggle now because he's got Divide's ghost car in front of him. He's not going to be able to overtake it. And there's 24 seconds. The safety car's coming in this lap.
Okay, and I cannot find critical divide. Here we go. Critical divide. Oh, as he's on Rainbow Six Prestige. I'll give him an invite anyways. As FTR Enzo gets a 5-second time penalty for a collision with Alan Bay. Would you like me to take it? Oh wait, no, I can't take it. Doesn't matter. I had to set that, mate. As we've got LMB so far. The race already restarted. What am I talking about? My God.
Yeah, it's alright. I missed it as well by commenting on the chat.
Yes, same.
So no positions changed on the first. No one's changed actually. Just Tom getting past Divide's ghost car. LMB, something happened to him though, because he's at the back now.
I believe he went into the pits because him and FTR collided under the safety car.
Yeah, Yearling's just got past Moggs, and you're right, because LMB's on 0 lap tyres, so Fresh Boots has got another yellow flag in sector 3.
Where is
Sure
that?
what that's for.
It looked like Critical Divide's car, but he's not in.
Yeah, it looked like the AI car making a mistake, which is really weird. Never seen that before.
As a
Not online anyway.
GLI's on the back of FTR chapters in P3 at the moment. GLI has no penalties, and he is within 3 seconds of all three of the front runners. So if he can keep that 3 seconds, he could be promoted to P1 here, as long as he doesn't get a penalty himself.
Yeah, he's having an impressive race, as noticed by the people in the chat as well. Hopefully he can stay penalty free.
I'm going to have a look to see how many warnings he's got.
Yeah, please do, mate. Let us know for the viewers. Ian Ling's another one with no penalties, and Tompa just picks up a 3 second time penalty. Yellow flag. So Casper's round.
As GLI has only had one track warning.
Tompa's retired in the pits.
So I'm not giving him
3 second time penalty for Enzo. Yeah, really unlucky for tier 3 driver.
Hopefully he can redeem himself on Saturday night.
Callum is tucked up right behind JLI and looking very pacey on these soft tyres.
Just whether he can make the move stick or not. Oh, since Casper's round, that's promoted JLI up to P3. Wow. Well, how many position changes? JLI's went up 6 positions. No penalty, 6 positions in the podium position. That's very well done to him, I would say.
I wonder if Callum will make a move now with DRS. Oh, he's going. Ooh. Backs out at the last second.
As LMB gets a 3 second time penalty for exceeding track limits again, and that puts him on 6 seconds.
Oh, Callum's going around the outside. He's made the move stick.
That is another
What a
overtake of
move
the season, that.
What a move on JLI.
Was that
He
caught?
loves these F2 cars, doesn't he, Callum?
Yeah, was that caught on stream?
Yes, it was.
I believe that's another overtake of the season, that. Especially in an F2 car.
Definitely a contender for sure.
As FTR Chapless gets a 3 second time penalty for exceeding track limits, that puts him in 6 seconds, and that'll promote Raz Callum up to P2 if he doesn't keep any, and that'll promote JLI up into P3. As long as they both don't get any penalties, of course, and Mr. Bonotto is extended to a 5.2 second gap, as he sets the fastest lap of a 121 point something. As Casper gets past Raz Callum, and Raz Callum came into the pits, sorry, and he's put on fresh super soft tyres. That promotes
5 lap sprint to the end.
Yep, and Yenling's promoted up to P4 and all over the back of JLI on the 7 lap old super soft.
Yeah, it's definitely a fantastic overtake. Clean driving from both of them.
This has been a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be, to be honest.
Yeah, agreed. So it is possible to overtake, but you just need both cars to comply, or the car in front just to make a slight mistake, so you can get the edge on them.
And for people to have the not the common decency, but the what's the word? The respect to leave the room. I can't talk much myself actually, but
JLI's just hit the wall.
I wonder if he's got damage. I can't see from this angle.
Oh, he's in the pits.
His tyres must be going off. Especially on a track like this with F2 cars, the respect of leaving the room and not doing stupid dive bombs is just, it's amazing how less collisions there's actually been, really. There's a lot less than I thought there was going to be, let's say that. As FTR enters in the pits, changing, I think that was a front wing change, and putting on another set of super soft tyres. JLI's put on the soft tyres.
Device ghost car now, it's a P9.
Wow.
Of course that won't count because he didn't do over 70% of the race.
Yep. As FTR Tom sets the fastest lap of 121.8. My god, it's 7:30 already. Is it? Yeah? No, 8:30. What am I saying? As I think that Yenling has just got another penalty. Yes, he has. He's on 6 seconds now, and Chaplers is in the pits. I believe he's got damage. No, he's not. He's just putting on a set of super soft tyres. As Raz Callum gets a 3-second time penalty as well. And that puts him on... oh, only 3.
JLI's got a penalty as well. He's got Casper right behind him now. Different tyres, of course.
Oh, as FTR Chappers comes out in P4. But he's got a 6-second time penalty, that's the problem. So we've got 3 more laps to go. There isn't another race after this, is there?
No, this is the last one.
Right. As Casper gets past JLI, and I believe that was in the hairpin.
Yeah. Just about caught it as I was flicking through the cars. Callum, closest driver. Is anyone else? Chappers just cuts the corner and they get a warning for that.
As Mr. Megusi's saying, fantastic overtake and both clean driving, great driving lads. Mr. Monaco in the lead, 10 lap old softs. Got a 12-second gap between him and Yanling.
Enzo gets past the Ghost Carve divide. Just Tom now to close in that 8-second gap. He'll grab himself a point as well.
Well done to him.
Yeah, it's all spaced out a bit now with 2 laps to go.
And that, oh, as FTR Tom hits the wall, and I believe that's going to be damage. Actually, no, it's not. Wow. Has not got much back. As FTR Chapter said, the fastest lap of 121.7 in P4 at the moment, and he's pulled.
Casper.
Oh, as Casper said.
Yeah. Just pips him. Still, it's been a good drive from Chappers.
Yeah, very good drive. As we're coming on to the second last lap, we're on the second last lap of the F2 race now.
Yeah, final lap now for race leader. It looks like it's going to do it again. 13, nearly 14-second gap. Casper starting his final lap, sets another fastest lap, 21.0. I believe that is a 6/10 gain of the previous lap.
Yellow flags of FTR Tom. I wonder why he's... Oh, as he's hit the wall. He's going very slow. Very unlucky for him. It is the last lap, but still it's very unlucky.
I think he's trying to get himself lapped.
You think?
Has he run out of fuel?
Yeah, he's got fuel red.
Well, Mr. Pinotto comes round the final corner. Just about avoids it.
He's very happy with that result.
Round 8. Wins the Monaco Grand Prix. Well done. Yinling's going to come home in P2. Chappers on the back of Moggs. Yinling finished second, but Moggs and Chappers. This is going to be really close to the line.
Chappers hasn't activated DRS.
Moggs takes the podium on penalties and on track. Callum P5, Casper P6, JLI. Looks like he's run out of fuel. He's going to come home in P7.
FTR Enzo. P9, I think he still picks up a point, doesn't he?
LMB P8. Enzo P9. And even though that will show critical divide in P10, it'll actually go to FTR Tom, because he completed well over the percentage needed.
As FTR Tom said, I had the fastest lap for like 1 lap, and he believes that that's a win in his eyes. Well,
such an unlucky driver, he really is.
Yeah, I know. Bloody hell, the F1 trophy's done.
Can't knock him for trying. Went for a move into turn 1 around the outside. It didn't pay off. I think after that he just struggled with damage, but yeah, Well done to Mr. Bonanno. Another win in F2.
Are we inviting them to the party, or is
Yes, mate, if you don't mind.
Alright, as it won't let me view their game of cards. I don't think I've got either of them as a right race director. Now it will.
I'll sort it.
I've invited them all.
Oh, that was quick. So just wait for the podium drivers to all join the party.
Hello.
Hello guys, don't forget to include your audio.
Yep.
Right, Mr. Bonotto, another win in F2. By quite a margin as well. Yeah, a win's a win. It was a good battle between you two. I think it changed hands 2 or 3 times through either mistakes or just getting past each other and giving each other room. There's battles all over the track as well, which was nice to see. A few incidents as well to go through afterwards. But yeah.
Yeah, we saw that.
We saw that. Very unusual. Any questions for Alex, Owen?
To be honest, I don't know. It was a great race at the start. I think Casper was unlucky to spin. I think it would have been a great battle if he didn't, but it was a great race by you.
As we move on to P2, Yinling. Another interesting F2 race, but on the podium this week. So finally a decent result. Some nice battles out there as well.
Yeah, I mean, at the start I was 9th into turn 1 because I got anti-stall. So that was a touch of a setback. And then I think nothing really happened until about lap 5 where I managed to get around the outside of someone at the second to last corner. And then about half a lap later I went into the hairpin sideways. But for P2 I think that was pretty decent. So I'm happy with it.
Yeah, it's another decent result. Yeah, we saw the spin at the
Yeah.
hairpin. Well, just caught it on stream.
Was it
Wondered
did
if
you
someone had
collide
gone
with
into it.
Chaplets or
No, I think I just lost it under traction, and then I went in sideways, but I didn't get any damage, so I was able to recover
That's
somewhat.
good.
Right, that's good to at least finally have a decent race and again get on the podium. So good drive. We'll move on to P3 now. Moggs. Well done, mate. Just keeping chappers at bay at the end there, and I think you were on about 11 or 12 lap old softs as well, so you've done well to hold the guys behind who pitted again.
Yeah, just pitted early. I thought I'd go on them and try and nick them out. There's nothing else to lose. As long as you drive consistent on Monaco, you're alright normally.
Yeah, 100% agree with you there. Stay out of trouble, stay consistent, and hopefully it'll give you a good result, which it has done.
Yep. Nothing I want to say. You can say
Nothing
anything.
to add, Owen. Okay, well, we'll be back for RPRL tomorrow night at 7:45. Join us again then. Catch you again soon. Goodbye.